at the glorious English Point Marina, our home for the next 3 days, 2 nights. We're about to check in, me and my crew, and I just can't wait to explore and share this wonderful place with you guys. Come with me. In today's feature, we'll be covering English Point Marina, a contemporary 4-acre white sandy beach and seafront property located in the Mkomani area of Nyali in Mombasa. This property offers apartment living in the comfort, luxury and security of a hotel. It features hotel rooms, apartments and penthouses. English Point Marina offers full access to the warm waters of the English Point Creek and spectacular views of the old Mombasa town, the old Mombasa harbour and the Fort Jesus, which you can see right behind me. It's a hub full of activity and it has elevated the status of Mombasa, if not Kenya. It epitomizes luxury while maintaining comfort and affordability. English Point Marina is home to Jazz Restaurant, a state-of-the-art restaurant cum bar located on the rooftop. Jazz Bar is a perfect place to kick off an evening at the hotel before venturing to dinner or onto the restaurant, which delivers a rich heritage of authentic international cuisine. It offers a truly awe-inspiring dinner experience filled with market-fresh produce, gourmet recipes, and a warm atmosphere. Although at the time of shooting, the restaurant was undergoing refurbishment, we had the pleasure of speaking with Mr. George Omondi, the food and beverage manager. George will be telling us a bit about the marina and the concept. So George, I understand that this is East Africa's first fully serviced floating marina.
Sure.
What can you tell us about the marina itself?
Basically, I'll say in East and Central and Sahara, this is the first one. You'll find a marina in Egypt, and you'll find another one in Johannesburg. So between Cairo and Johannesburg, it's in Kenya.
This is
for the
only
first
one.
time, yeah.
Okay.
Marina is a very unique concept, which is my director, Mr. Alnur Kanji, will always tell you that we just bring a slice of Monte Carlo to Mombasa. That means the people who love boats. So Marina is going to be the game changer for English Point. As you know, English Point is all about the hotel part. There's the apartments that are in it, and then now the Marina.
Still to come, Philip Jones, General Manager of English Point Marina, talks about the development, the vision for the establishment, and also takes us around the hotel rooms, the apartments, and the penthouses. We're now joined by Philip Jones. He's a General Manager at English Point Marina, and he'll be taking, or rather giving us an overview of the whole development. So Philip, could you give us an overview of the initial development of the property?
An overview, I think, to be honest, when I look at this place, it's actually, most of it came out of one man's head.
Okay.
And that was our director, Elnor. And he had a vision in his mind. He started off thinking he would create a few apartments with a marina. But the more he got into it, he realized that he was actually creating something that's a little bit special.
Okay.
And this thing, it kind of grew. So he, instead of just getting and putting up a bunch of flats and selling them off, he actually got somebody very special, Broadway Million, a professional company from abroad that have worked all over the world, to design something that actually made a landmark in Mombasa. And what you are going to see as we walk around is exactly what he created. And in fact, even after I came here and I saw the drawings, I fell in love with it when I saw the drawings and the model. I had to go and see a friend of mine in the hospital on the other side of the harbour about 6 months ago, and I stood looking, and it actually looks like 4 cruise ships all parked in a row on the stern.
I agree.
Yeah, amazing. And I looked at it and I thought, so that was the effect the guy was looking for. So they've created something that really is quite extraordinary.
What exactly was the vision?
I think in the beginning, his vision was to just, was nothing, it was very small. It was a small marina with a few apartments, but the vision grew as he grew with it. Once he realized that he was creating, as I said, something very special, then his vision started to expand. Okay. And he realized that what he was creating was he had to make something that was very special, something that was long-lasting, something that would landmark Mombasa for years into the future as a benchmark for other people to follow. And I think in his own mind, he wanted to create something that says, no, you do better than this. Change Mombasa the way people say it. Okay. And I think that was a tremendous vision to have. Very brave.
You're very principled on environmental sustainability. Can you maybe talk about that?
I certainly can. It's one of the attractions that I had when I came here. My background has always been hotels, but I've always lived by the sea. I'm a fanatical sailor as well. So obviously the ecology to me is important. And when I looked at this place, he's probably, again, I can't think of anywhere I know, even in the Western world, where they've gone to such lengths to actually make sure that they leave a very small footprint. Okay. We have a full recycling system on all our water. We draw water from 2 wells, we draw water off the mains, we capture water that falls, and we capture that. All this is then put through processes. We process it through reverse osmosis, we pass it through all the apartments in the hotel, for it's all your drinking water. Okay. We also, within every apartment, we have secondary reverse osmosis plants. So you actually get double reverse osmosis before it gets to your tap. Okay. And when it comes out your tap, you have pure drinking water. The same goes through all the kitchen facilities here. Once it's used, it then drops downstairs and it goes through a line of biodigesters. We have these biodigesters we purchased from Norway, and they process it, they turn it back into reusable water again. We process that, we send it all back up through all the toilets, through all the property. So all the wastewater that goes through toilets is actually recycled. We then drop it down again. Now, if we wanted to, we could reprocess it again and send it back. But the decision was made to not go any further than that. So from there, we actually process it for the second time. It goes through more biodigesters, and then we pass it out through the gardens. Okay. So all our gardens are fed on water that's been used at least twice. Okay. And that was just the beginning when I looked at it. We had plans, and we're hoping in the next couple of years, we're looking at plants for processing glass, processing paper, processing food, and processing metals and plastics, so that nothing actually leaves here that isn't reusable. That's in the plans for the future as we develop. Okay. As funds get better and it starts to increase, not big machines these, but we should be able to take almost anything we have as waste, reprocess it into something that's usable. And that's always been in the plan from day one.
I'm also meant to understand that you have different kind of facilities here. in terms of the hotel rooms. You have a boutique hotel, apartments,
Yes.
and penthouses. How many of them are there?
Okay, we have 8 penthouses, we have 104 apartments, and we have 26 bedrooms in our boutique hotel.
Okay.
Already we're in a situation where the apartments that we haven't sold, we're taking them over and turning them into hotel accommodation.
Okay.
Because we can't accommodate the desire for people to come here. So that's already happening. So some of our apartments will ultimately become part of a hotel full time. That was always intended, but that was only intended after they were sold. But that's not going to happen.
Okay.
By the end of this year, we're going to be at 100% occupancy for the next 2 years. We've already got the booking sheets in.
Okay.
It's looking very, very good.
Okay.
The boutique hotel is beautiful. It's ultra modern. It's all done out as you see the surroundings. We followed the theme right through the building.
Yeah.
Lovely, comfortable bedrooms, fully air conditioned, and they really are very, very nice. The apartments, 5-star standard. They're beautiful apartments. Very modern, not like your traditional apartments you find in this part of the world. They're smaller, compact, and very, very modern with everything in them.
Yeah. I read that it has more of a contemporary design.
Oh, very much so. Very much so. What impresses me is we sell these to people,
Okay.
and they go out and they go and get traditional Swahili furniture. You think, well, it would scream at your design, but not when you go in. You walk into the room and you're looking and you think, oh, that actually looks very nice. And it did throw me at first, because when I look at this, I even look around me, I look at our reception, I think, well, I can't imagine this being any other way. But then you see somebody who does it. They do it really tastefully.
Okay.
And you've got this ultra-modern apartment, as you say, very contemporary, and somebody goes and puts traditional Swahili furniture in it with the lovely woods. You think, oh, wow, actually I like that more than the other way.
Okay. I cannot wait to take a tour of not only the all the rooms, but mostly the penthouse.
Delighted to show you.
Okay, great. Thanks. So, Philip, which room are we going to be looking at now?
We're looking at a double room, room 211.
Okay, great. Thank you. This room is very spacious and very bright.
It is. I mean, literally the entire wall, as you come in, it looks out over the Tudor Harbour there.
Yeah.
Lights up the room completely. So it's a full wall window.
Okay. No, I really like it, and I really love bright rooms. I don't like dark rooms.
I think I'm a little of both. I like a little of both, really, depending on the style of the hotel. This one, I think, lends itself to being light and airy because it's on the coast.
Okay.
It's very much all about outdoors, living in a warm climate. So you always try and keep these rooms as light as possible.
Okay. I absolutely love that you have the sliding mirrors, or rather the sliding doors with the mirrors. Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, they're easy, and they're so easy to use. So they're very simple to install, and they're beautiful. And again, mirrors open the room up. They make it look larger.
Tell us about the facilities, the amenities that you have, rather.
Yeah, well, all the facilities in the room. You see here, we have a safe, an in-room safe there where people can come in, they can put their goods in the safe and they can lock it up safely. Obviously there's tea, there's coffee, there's chocolate, there's all the things you'd normally expect to find in a hotel.
Okay.
We have a mini bar with chocolates and nuts and all that type of thing. Okay. Literally just for people if they come in very late at night and they want a snack or something like that.
Yeah.
And often we get businessmen who literally don't want to go out of their room and they come in here, they'll be working at the table or something, so they just snack and then they're off again the next day.
And some good entertainment as well.
And some good entertainment.
Okay, great. Well, thank you, Philip. Maybe we can move on to the next room.
Certainly.
Okay, great. Now we've just seen one of the many hotel rooms. Fancying a holiday? Treat yourself to a deluxe room here at the English Point Marina for that unique touch of space and contemporary style. All rooms are sophisticatedly decorated and equipped with minibars, electronic safes, working desks, flat-screen TVs, which are ideal for business conference calls but equally useful for a comfortable evening set aside for relaxation. Wi-Fi is also complimentary. English Point Marina is home to 96 apartments spread out in 4 low-rise blocks, all facing the sea. The interior installations such as kitchens, bathrooms and tiles are from Porcelanosa in Spain and are of the highest quality. Philip gives us a short tour of the apartments. This is gorgeous.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Tell me more about this apartment.
This apartment is set one back from the front.
Okay.
It's a middle apartment. We have another one further back again. So although we use the term front, middle, back, realistically it doesn't affect the views because the building is built in a V shape.
Okay.
So everybody gets views all the way up. Just that the guy in the front gets a flat view. Now this apartment is done almost identically the same as the one in the front. And again, you'll find it almost identical to the one behind. The difference between this one and the one behind is the size of the balcony.
Okay.
The back apartment is slightly bigger. This middle one has got a bigger balcony.
Okay.
So they all run about the same. They all run sort of close to 2,000 square feet on each apartment. All the fittings, they're all ultra-modern footage, as you can see. We even have, and you see the speaker system in the roof. We have a system called Sonos, and what you do is you come in with your phone with all the music on, and you tap into the singer, tap, and all your music comes out.
Is it Bluetooth?
Yes.
Okay.
Just sits there, and when you come in with your phone, you can put all your music through there, and you can have music in this bedroom, you can have, or this room, any other bedroom can have different music.
And how many bedrooms are we talking about?
All apartments have 3 bedrooms. They have 2 double bedrooms and 1 single bedroom.
Okay.
Some people use the 3rd bedroom as an office.
Okay.
In the front apartment, you have 2 ensuite bedrooms, 1 with a communal. When you come back to the middle and back, you have 1 ensuite, and the 2 bedrooms have a communal bathroom.
Okay.
So that basically is the only difference. Apart from that, there's almost no difference in them.
Okay. And how many apartments are we talking about that face the sea?
Right. Literally everything faces the sea.
Okay.
This particular block is very fortunate because this is at the end of the line. So we not only get a front view, but you get a side view.
What about the apartments on the other side?
Right. If you go right to the other end, they get the same. They get the side view and they get the front view. The guys in the middle have to look straight out the front.
Okay.
So for example, your window, that would only be a small window on that side, but you'd still have the full glass there and the full glass there, and you'd have the balcony that looks out over the bay.
Okay. And this is a self-catering apartment?
They are, well, they were designed to be sold. They weren't designed to be used for any other purpose.
Okay.
They were designed in mind so that people would buy them, not thinking that a lot of people would live here, but more that people would actually then hand them back to the hotel for letting out. That was also in a thought. So they're investment apartments, but of course they had to be fitted out so that you could live here if you wished. So they are fully fitted out. We have some very, very modern kitchen here. As you can see, we have the ventilation system there, that actually Siemens ventilation system over the top of the cooker. We have a built-in refrigerator and freezer on the far end. We have a beautiful coffee machine there, Siemens coffee machine. You can make your own cappuccinos, lattes if you like that. So do it all here right in your own apartment. It has its own, it's an electric and microwave oven in there at the same time. There's a separate microwave oven. It's got its own hob as well. So it's a fully fitted kitchen throughout, and obviously all your kitchen units there.
Okay. Okay. Very interesting. I absolutely love the setup here. Could you show me the next apartment? Also has the same amenities as the other one, right?
It does,
Coffee
same
machine,
amenities.
Oven.
The only difference you'll find in this apartment again, if you look, the other one you saw, the cupboards are all about that high.
Yes.
Here they get the taller cupboards.
Okay.
So that only costs you an extra 10 million.
I'm sure it does. Okay. This is also a 3-bedroom.
All 3 bedroom. We have a master bedroom. From the master bedroom, you look straight out over the sea. We have a 2-bedroom behind. Yes, we'll go in there. We can
the
have
master
a
bedroom and the 2 bedrooms are there.
2 bedrooms
the
behind.
side.
Yes,
Okay,
and
we
this
can
is
have
in
a
the
look at
lounge
that.
area.
I think let's go have a look at the
view.
balcony.
Everybody
and
wants
the
to see the view.
Yes. This view. Tell me more about this view. Tell me, how many yachts can you berth here?
Right. When we're finally completed, what we have to do yet, we've got some fittings. We've got to put more breakwater over here, and it'll actually go out at an angle. So you'll have like a big square all the way around like that. If you imagine a large U shape with a cap over it like that. And in total, when we're finished, we should be able to have around about between 60 and 80 yachts.
Around the square?
No, inside, everything inside.
Okay.
This area on this side, you can see what's happening there where the water hits the side, then it goes flat. On the end over there, you see that T section, which we're part way through. There will actually be a fuel station, so you'll be able to come alongside and fuel up your boat. This is a usual thing what happens when you open a new business, that we had a vision of where our business would go, but the business actually didn't go there. It took us somewhere else.
Okay.
And if you're smart, you follow it. This area you see down there, the pier, was actually designed for somebody to come in and lease it from us and open a high quality restaurant with a large outdoor area so people could come and enjoy it.
Okay.
The board of directors never wanted to do it themselves. However, it didn't happen. And then we're a couple of months in and somebody came along and says, well, we have a function in there. So we looked at it and thought, well, yes, it's doing nothing else. Well, that started our function business. And in December last year, we actually did 19 functions in that room in 1 month.
Wow. And this is a very beautiful place to host events, and I understand you can even do a wedding here.
Absolutely. We've already had some 10 or 15 weddings through here.
Oh, wow.
And we've had weddings not only in there, but we've had them outside. We've had 300 people dining outside. We've had 250 inside. We even had 400 people dining downstairs on our boardwalk.
Interested in buying a holiday getaway apartment? These luxurious apartments are going for $48,000. You're welcome to contact English Point Marina for more details. Now, it's often said that you don't get a second chance to create a first impression. We'll just see how true this statement is as we take a tour of one of the 8 penthouses, which apparently takes the crown for creating the perfect, fast and lasting impression. I think this is the epitome of luxury when you come to the English Point Marina.
I think it's the epitome of luxury anywhere in the world. I think this is amazing.
And just look at the doors. What can you tell me about the doors?
Oh, this is one of my favorite. The doors themselves, I love the fact that they're so tall. They go from floor to ceiling, huge double doors. The timber was actually imported from the United States. It was shipped all the way to the Seychelles, where they have a company that specializes in making the style of doors. They made them and they shipped them all over to us. They're very heavy. It's a very heavy wood. It's long life wood. It's absolutely beautiful. It's a good hardwood. And so they're all electronic, full of electronic locking all throughout the place. So it's very easy. But no, they're like, I don't know if you've seen the old-fashioned ones where they had them with the elephant protectors on. This is a modern version of it. I think it's gorgeous. This is an island. This is an island concept for a kitchen, which is very common in the upmarket houses. People have got a bit of money to spend. You can actually use that side as a breakfast bar if you want, or it actually becomes somewhere where you can actually prepare the food. And I like the fact that they've done this in all the apartments. Over here, people tend to separate the kitchen. Now, for me, if I've got my home and I have guests coming, I don't really want my wife out of sight in the kitchen. She's got to be part of it. The other thing is I like to cook as well, so but I don't want to leave the guests. This is fantastic. You can prepare here, you've got your guests sitting here or sitting there, you're talking to your guests all the time, you're chatting. And you'd be surprised how many people will come and talk to you when you start cooking.
Very few.
That's because you're in a separate room. Try it where they can see you. And somewhere where they can sit and watch
Create
you.
conversation,
Yes.
entertainment while you're still
got
there.
it.
I'm very impressed by what I'm about to walk into right here. I see, as I walk out, a jacuzzi. Am I right?
Absolutely. A jacuzzi on your balcony. In the evening after you've had dinner or watched the sun go down, sipping your pink champagne, of course. Absolutely essential. Yeah. Pink champagne. So you sip your pink champagne and you sit in your jacuzzi and you watch the whole world. It's amazing. If you were to compare this with a comparable property in places like the Mediterranean, Florida, the Caribbean, you'll be paying $5 million. The only reason it's $2 million is because this is Mombasa. Once we get the big yachts here and the image of Mombasa changes, it's a $5 million apartment without even thinking about it. That's the beauty of this place.
I think it's a deal and a half.
I think so.
Especially with this gorgeous view. Should we go to the next room?
Well, if you have a look across here, I'll show you there's a secondary kitchen area. Basically, it's a utility room with kitchen facilities. And what we have here, we have a utility room where it has its own cooker in here. It has an area where you've got cupboards and things for crockery, cutlery, things like that. You've got your laundry machines, your washing machine, your dryer, you've got your washing sink over there. You have a stand-up fridge down here, and you have all your cupboards.
Now, I know a lot of people are going to ask the same question I'm about to ask. Why 2 kitchens?
Right. The principal reason when it was done was, so if you have house staff, you have somebody coming in the mornings, there's nowhere where your staff can live in here, so they have to come from outside. But you tell somebody to come at 7 o'clock in the morning and you don't want to get out of bed till 8. So all you have to do is give them a key to the store. Okay, they can come in, they can prep, they know what you want for breakfast or whatever it is, they prep it all up, but they cannot come in here until you let them in.
Okay.
So they can come to work, they can begin their work, they can do laundry, whatever it is. So whoever your house staff is, they would actually be able to begin work without you physically having to be there. Then when you wake up, you're like, okay, fine, I'm awake now. So I'll go and open the door and they can come and bring me breakfast or whatever it is you've chosen.
Okay.
So that was the original idea. But of course it has other ideas as well. As we move further through, you will find that we have the rear part of the whole complex can almost be self-contained. So for example, if you had elderly parents and you wanted them to stay with you, they don't have to use your kitchen. They don't have to feel that they're intruding upon your space. You can see each other, you can socialize. But if they're here long term, which is often the case with elderly parents, they could actually come, they could cook here, they could work here, they can do all the things they need to do without having to intrude on your main space.
Okay.
And that works well. Vice versa, is if you had children with grandchildren, they come to visit. Again, you don't want all the grandchildren running around in the main kitchen down there. So a lot of their meals could be done from this kitchen, they could be looked after.
Okay.
And they could actually stay, not divided, but slightly separate, so that there was space between you. And it just makes life a little bit easier and a little more comfortable.
Well, this is a very new idea for me, to be quite honest, in such a home. But I like the idea. Yeah.
I think probably too, for me, as you get older, you realise that elderly parents are something that will happen to all of us. And so it's, in its own way, it's been built in without even thinking about it.
Yeah. Okay. I believe we should be headed out to see the next room. I noticed that there is continuity in regards to the paint used in the house. Was there a reason why the developers didn't choose to go with different themes for each room?
White reflects light.
Yeah.
Nothing is better than white, so it works well. But also, if I have a white apartment, somebody comes and says, I want to paint my walls pink, well then he can paint it pink. But if I already had it purple, he can't paint it pink. He's now got to go and get 2 coats of paint to get rid of my purple. Okay. So there's 2 reasons in it. I happen to like the light area feeling the white gives. It opens the place out, and that's why we do it when we do the construction, to give that effect. Okay. Light bounces all the way down the corridor and it works very well. But if somebody wants their walls painted pink or polka dot, well, that's their choice.
It is their choice.
Who am I to say what's right?
This is glorious, to say the least.
And the bathroom was actually centered directly in the middle to divide the 2 rooms deliberately. So without having to put doorways in, you've got 2 separate sleeping areas.
Okay. Now, I like the concept in here. The sink's marvelous.
Sort of his and hers again, isn't it? Which again, I like it.
Yes.
Keeps the his and hers aspect to it all. Again, the space isn't quite, but look at the size of the shower. Beautiful. All our showers are rain showers. And I like rain showers anyway.
Yeah.
I like it straight from the top. I know the ladies sometimes aren't too
Because of the hair.
Because of the hair, that's it.
True.
But I love rain showers. I think they're absolutely wonderful. Okay. But they also, all our showers, in fact, I'm just going to tell you they're all fitted, but this is unusual. It's had a change on this one, but we normally give both showers, so you have the other one as well. Okay. But I know all the other, if you check the other bathrooms, they have rain shower and they have showers that are hand. So if you're elderly and you have to sit down, you can actually give yourself a shower on a stool. And they're all designed that way. I love the tiled effect with the mirror set on. This one is just a straight mirror, but if you go to the other apartments, you actually open the mirror in your cabinets inside it.
I noticed that even in the other rooms, yeah.
Yes, they're very nice.
Well, Philip, this has really been amazing. I believe that's the end of the show for the Penthouse. Now, if I could just leave with a few words, this Penthouse epitomizes luxury and comfort. I don't think there's anything better.
To me, it's the top of the range.
It is.
There isn't anything better.
It is. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you for giving us the opportunity to, showcase what English Point Marina is.
I'm delighted to do that.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure.
Okay.
Thank you.
And Sui Spa is inspired by water and its restorative benefits. Guests can lavish in treatment using Talgo, a marine spa brand renowned for its healing powers of the sea. Their amenities include luxurious changing rooms with secure lockers, unrivaled showers and steam bath, a stunning sea-facing jacuzzi area, deluxe couple suites, one which includes a sensational floaterian that uses special salt and has mood lighting. It also includes an ultra-chic pedicure and manicure salon with spectacular views of the sea. Work out in the ultra-modern gym, which has trainers available from early morning to late evening, and book group workout sessions such as Zumba. Are you an outdoor kind of person? Well, English Point Marina has various water sport activities. These activities range from deep sea diving, scuba diving, snorkeling, sailing, windsurfing, kite surfing, sea safaris and excursions, and my personal favorite, flyboarding. Later on, we will have a word with the water sport company that handles these activities. Welcome back to Jet Set Lifestyle. We're now joined by James Tuku, owner of Radon Water Sports. James, what do we expect this afternoon in terms of motorized water sports activities at English Point Marina?
Good afternoon. Thank you very much. We'll be doing a little bit of flyboarding, jet skiing. It's quite some thrilling activities, especially the flyboard. We're the first company to introduce it in East Africa and basically the wider Kenyan country. So we're looking forward for you guys to try the flyboarding.
Okay, well, I'm very excited to be trying it out. But how long have you been doing this?
We started last year. We're a pretty new company. Started last year around December. This is currently like our sixth month. Okay. So we're hoping for greater things in the months to come.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm really excited. I really want to try this. So let's go do it.
Let's do this.
Okay. Now, I don't know about you, but I absolutely found my flyboarding hilarious but fun considering it was my first time. Try it out sometime. 3 lessons in and you'll be walking on water. It's been an absolute pleasure sharing this wonderful experience with you, and we hope you enjoyed the show. You're welcome to leave comments on our Instagram page. The Instagram handle is @jet_set lifestyle.